Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of A Magic You. My name is Yulisa, and I am your host for this podcast. I hope everybody has been staying warm thus far this winter. We have made it through another week. Today, this episode will be coming out on mine and Ty's anniversary, and it marks 8 years being married, which is literally insane, given that we're young. I was 19 and I think he was 21, and here we are. It's so insane how much can change even in just a weekend, but let alone seeing how much we've done together in 8 years. It's just crazy. We both had to work over the weekend at the store and at the studio and both. So we decided to celebrate a little bit early. Last Thursday, we went up to Longwood Gardens in Kennett Square, PA. It was our first time going there. It was cold out, so we didn't do any outside walking. We went to the conservatory, I want to say it was called. Mainly all the indoor greenhouses, and we took the time to walk around, and it was so nice to be able to smell flowers in February. So if you were listening to this, if you have anything like that near you, or even just buying a fresh bouquet this time of year, it may sound silly, but it really does help. Just think about how everything is dead outside, and some places it's slush and ice and snow, all those things, and you just feel better when it's spring, things are blooming. So a bouquet of flowers, or going anywhere like a greenhouse where you can smell fresh flowers, will brighten your mood, I promise. And we are just right before Valentine's Day, so just get yourself a bouquet of flowers, or even just one. After we went to get some soup dumplings, I have been changed since having them the first time. It's only been like a month, and I've already had soup dumplings 3 times, which is kind of a lot, but they're just so good. So I got to introduce Ty to them, and he gobbled those right up, so I knew he enjoyed them. And then after that, we went to an Asian market right next to it, and that's always fun. I love grocery shopping, especially at other types of grocery stores that are like different parts of the world. Love. We got some fun fruit, we got fun snacks, and I found these cute little pink baskets that I'm going to use at the studio in case somebody were to be like shopping around for like stickers and fur products, aftercare products. I just thought that they were so cute, I couldn't not get them. And that was our day together. Life continues to be busy for us, and with that brings me to today's episode. I want to discuss and talk about how important it is to have buffer time between tasks in your day and between important things, or even just emotions that you feel. It's important to have the buffer time so that we have time to calm our nervous system when needed. I had seen a video on Instagram. This girl was talking about how, why is everybody so in a rush? Always, all the time now. Everybody's just hurrying to eat, scarfing their food down, even if maybe you're not in a hurry. Washing your face all rapid and in a hurry. Or from one meeting to the next task, or if you work from home, you get off a call and then you're hurrying to go change out the dryer, but you also have food on the stove. And this is something that I can completely relate to because I get it. We're all busy in different ways, but how can we implement the slower living in such busy schedules? It may sound impossible, but it's not. This is something I am also trying to learn and implement way better in my life than I have been, especially with all the new things going on now. It seemed as though just when I was ready for life to slow down a little bit, it picked up times a million. I've seen and I found myself hurrying and hurrying even more than before, even more than when I thought I had so much on my plate. You hurry from work to gather your things. You hurry to leave. You're in a rush to go to the next location. You're hurrying to the grocery store to pick up the kids, pick up, your pets from daycare, to go run other errands. Hurry, hurry, hurry. We're always in a hurry, trying to get somewhere before they close. And what happens when we are constantly in a hurry, constantly rushing, constantly just on the move, go, 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 we're stressing our bodies and we're not allowing our brain a break to process what you just did, who you just spoke to, what you just wrote down, all these things before moving on to the next task. So it has to gather everything it just did, shove it in a box, onto the next. And if you aren't someone that sits and reflects or journals and takes the downtime to be like, okay, how did today go? And really just reflect on the day or the months, the weeks, anything, just time for reflection. It could lead to more stress. It can lead to rushing and getting behind because you're missing steps in other areas. You feel frantic. It'll lower your energy, not only the productivity energy, but also your internal spiritual energy, and it can leave you extremely burnt out. If this sounds like you are shaking your head yes, agreeing with me, and it's speaking to you that you've just been on the go, 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 it's time to allow some buffer time between tasks. It's time to start regulating our nervous system, because why are we in fight or flight over getting to the grocery store? It's not needed. So here are a few tips to help you regulate your nervous system and allowing yourself buffer time between our everyday tasks. The first tip I'm going to give you is one of my favorite ways, and it's so easy. You do it all the time and you don't even realize it. It's breathing. Breathing. Big, deep breaths help so much in, of course, giving our brain the oxygen it needs, but also giving us the time, the few seconds to just take a moment. This simple step alone, deep breathing and doing breathing exercises between your tasks, will help lower your stress hormones, and it will improve your brain function, because your brain isn't going to be in that fight or flight. And if it's in fight or flight, it's too busy in fear. And if you're fearing things, then that's just going to lead to a whole bunch of other things, like being scared to chase your dreams and whatnot. With how much busier we have gotten, I have noticed myself taking more time between appointments or before getting out of my car. And I am taking big, big deep breaths in, holding, and slow exhales out. I've seen it, I've felt it either in myself or others, where if you're just so busy, you're already stressed with one task and you have to go talk to a coworker, and then you may end up taking that out on someone or a loved one, and it's all because of holding on to that stress from the activity that you were doing before. I'm talking about when you may just take out work, anger, stress, anything like that, not even work, but just life stressors on other people that have zero to do with whatever it is, and it's just subconsciously happening, but also carrying those things over because of just being so go, 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 when all it takes is 5 to 10 seconds of your time to take big deep breaths in and exhale out to relax your body, your mind, before having to go talk to anybody. The next technique is physical release, and what I mean by this is stretching or shaking your body, moving your neck side to side. Not only is it good for your body, you're getting your blood flowing, but it's good for your mind to take a little bit extra time. And when you toss that together with the deep breaths, oh my goodness, it is just a full reset. I personally love starting my day out with exercise, whether it be walking on my walking pad or Pilates or yoga on the mat. And I've found that now if I have some tension in my shoulders between the day, stretching is helping to release that and also giving me that little break I need. The next tip I have is grounding. If you're able to go outside and get fresh air, or it sounds so weird to say take your socks off and walk barefoot in the grass, especially in times like now where it's winter. But now more than ever is when we need to be grounding. Ty had a corporate job before all of this for a short period of time, and he would often take his lunch break outside if the weather was nice enough, or he would take short breaks as long as he was able to, just to get some fresh air. And a lot of his coworkers were kind of like, why are you outside? Like, that's so weird. And he would just explain to them, like, I'm just getting some fresh air, like, just trying to be outside in nature. We're staring at computer screens all day. Because as awesome as technology can be, it's so important for us to get back with nature, get grounded. It helps us make better decisions, helps clear our mind. And in nature, I've found that's truly where you get so much insight and sometimes even the answers that you were looking for. So why is it so important for us to regulate between all these crazy tasks? Because by taking the time to take deep breaths or stretch a little bit or going outside to get a breath of fresh air or touch grass, touch a tree, it helps break the wheel of go, go, go that we're constantly on between tasks, with work, life. We're always doing something. So if you're always go, 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 your day never paused from the time you got up till the time you go to sleep is not enough downtime. And I don't mean downtime like a whole hour sit down. I really do mean the few seconds, and that is maybe like 2 minutes a day between everything, to take a deep breath and a little stretch. And that alone will help you continue your day with a clearer mind, with more energy, in a better mood, and helps prevent the burnout. If this is relating to you, I am so glad that you found this episode. I know it isn't always possible to cut things out of our to-do list. I completely understand. But really be mindful and ask yourself where those few seconds can come from, instead of not taking a break and just diving straight into the next thing, or instead of scrolling between tabs. Take a few seconds to take a big deep breath in and a long exhale out. Before you get out of your car, before you move on to the next thing, stretch your body a little bit. If we can't make time and we can't get rid of things, then here are the steps that I hope that you get to try so that you can get a little bit of buffer time between your tasks. Get a big deep breath of fresh air to feel less stressed, because nobody wants to take out any negative energy on a friend, a loved one, a coworker. Nobody wants to keep feeling like there is no time and we have to hurry up. I hope that you give these a try, and if you do, please let me know what you think. I would love some feedback. Send this to someone that you may think needs to hear it. And with that, I must get going because it's time for me to go cook some din din. So I love you guys, and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye.